What's up? This is my first video on this channel, so if you are new here, like this video, subscribe, tell your friends. I hope to make this something decent and fun, and doesn't necessarily have to have tons of subscribers, but have a little bit of an audience and have a good time. So today's video is about Facebook. So, we all know Facebook is pretty much a place to sit around and scroll when you're bored, or when you want to pretend you're listening to your mom, or to your family, or to your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or whatever. And you're just kind of, you're in a doctor's office, you're scrolling on Facebook, you're outside, you're scrolling on Facebook, you're on the toilet, you're scrolling on Facebook, you're in the bathtub, you're scrolling on Facebook. That's just what people do nowadays. But I am tired of Facebook trying to make it look like they're coming up with these fantastic features every time they update your app. I get sometimes like 2 or 3 updates in a week of Facebook, and I keep my phone updated, so it's not that. It's just it updates constantly. It says the same on my iPod. And every single time it updates, it literally has nothing special to it. I mean, now they have where, like, if your post is like less than like 6 or 7 average words, is bold letters, so you're like going to you could say, I just took a shit, and it looks like you shouted it via Facebook. Like, got outside and got on a roof and said, hey Bob, I took a shit today. Like, it just, yeah. But, and then you got the new thing as of like a day ago, where you post your status and you can choose a color background. Like, it could be blue, it could be pink, it could be red, it could be yellow, it could be like all different colors, which I don't understand that either, because why? Like, no one has done. I could understand the song lyrics, because if you post some inspirational song or sad song and you do like nice muted red or something in the background, it looks very romantic, or I don't know, sad, something emotional. Or if you post like black and you're like really angry and emo, and then you post song lyrics on there, like, I could get that. But like, everyone's been posting about liking dick, and that they went to Taco Bell, and that they slept until 4, and it's got a blue background. Like, why? It makes no sense. Or the fact that Facebook has taken the add friend button or friend request button and turned it into the connect button. Like, how does that make anything better? Like, Facebook takes their stuff that should be fixed, like their bugs and how their fucking site crashes, and how you can report something that's obviously vile and disgusting and rude, and it won't get removed even if 500 people or 500,000 people report it. But you can have someone post a picture of their cat sleeping in a blanket, and someone reports it and it gets taken down, and their Facebook gets suspended for 3 days. Like, that kind of stuff needs to be fixed. But changing the add friend button to connect, when the add friend button has been there since the beginning of Facebook, or enlarging your print, or putting a blue background, does not change. Like, the only thing that I've liked about Facebook in a while is the live button, because I do like kind of, if something exciting happens going on Facebook and going live, that's fun sometimes. But that's about it. I just don't get it. It's like, I can imagine myself, like, when I'm 70 or 80, and I never got married, because I'm like, an old crotchety man at 23 already, so I don't see marriage happening. And I've adopted like 5 kids or something, and they all hate me because I'm a crotchety old man. And like 2 of them, one of them knocked up a girl, and one of them is knocked up, and they moved back home, and my grandkids are living with me and shit. And I got my little grandkids sitting there saying, Grandpa, what was Facebook like when you were a kid? Or asking what Facebook was, because by then Facebook is probably like MySpace to us now, or to kids now, like 13-year-olds now. That's, what MySpace to them was like was MySpace. So, you know, when I have grandchildren, it'll probably be like, Facebook what? Like, you know, back in the day when you had Facebook, or, you know, asking about golden oldies and referring to like Nicki Minaj and Justin Bieber, you know. And they're going to be asking what Facebook is and what purpose did it serve, and, you know, what features it had. And I get to tell them about how every 3 weeks Facebook changed their font and the sizing of their font, and they let you put a little blue background on your font, and you could go live, and you could link, you know, your accounts like YouTube and shit to it, and how you could go into a relationship on Facebook and everyone would get all excited, and you get a couple angry faces because you have exes who really want to be with you still. And yeah, I mean, that's what we have to tell our grandchildren when we are old and decrepit, and they want to know what a Facebook is, and why we liked it, and why we're showing them these old decrepit pages from 2017 that we screenshotted on our iPhone 7, and there's like an iPhone 539, and it just, it's sad. You know, I like my generation as, like, I like from when I was a kid and we had like Nintendo 64s and Tamagotchis and shit, and I like this stuff now. I love the technology. I love the iPads and the you know, iPhones and the cool technology and the hoverboards and shit. I love that. But I feel like a lot of it, instead of them putting quality out, whether it's a website updating or a video game system or electronic or something, whether it's a phone or a tablet or whatever, I feel like they just put quantity out instead of quality. Because like when I was a kid, like a little kid, you got a game system, a new game system came out like every 4 years or 3 years, and now it's like every year, every 6 months. A new phone came out like every 2 years. You got the same fucking model for years and years to come. Like, you didn't have, oh god, stop me right here. I sound like an old fucking grandpa. You know what? It proves my point. I'm an old man. I am 23, just turned 23, and I am an old man, so just forgive that. Like, that's just how I am. I'm not like a fuddy-duddy with everything. That's just how I am. I'm very sensible with some things, and then I'm very out there with others. I'm weird. You know, I'm all like very loose with a lot of thoughts and beliefs. Like, I'm like, live how you want to live, do what you want, fuck what others think. But I am a big grumpy grandpa with a lot of shit too. So yeah, if you are tuned into this page and you're going to continue watching, just beware. That's just how I am. And it's not out of a I'm better than you complex. It's just how my mind works. So yeah. But yeah, I'm going to end this video. I hope it wasn't too much of a dumb mess. I tend to ramble a lot. But I hope to entertain you guys and have a little bit of fun and keep this channel going and actually stick to it, because I really do love to do YouTube, and I love watching YouTube, and I feel like it could be a big part of my life. So, bye.